us this afternoon. Tell us a little bit about your history, about your struggles with depression.
My depression began when I was 14, and it was really bad going through college, being depressed, moving away from my entire family and getting adjusted to college life was very difficult. I had periods of respite, but there was always a sense of gloom and doom and darkness and sadness that I couldn't shake. My first treatment was in 1984, and it continued over the next 20 years. I was only able to receive partial help with medications, and I got to a point where I was not able to have a sense of well-being, and heard the TV interview about TMS, and that's how I ended up here.
So how was TMS compared to medications that you had been prescribed?
The medications helped get me to a level of functioning. I would say that I was a functioning depressed person,
Okay.
but I was not able to attain a sense of well-being without actually doing taking an action and doing an event. But I was not able, when I was just at rest, to be able to feel that sense of wellness.
And as you look, because it's now been, we calculated up, it's been 3 years and 2 months since you finished TMS. And so, you know, as time has gone on, what's happened with your mood?
My mood has completely changed. It has only gotten better over time. The first year, it was exactly like, you know, a clear sense of who I was, a clear sense of what my action was that day. I was able to participate in functions that I had never dreamed possible. I was able to set new goals to go back to school, to start a new career. Daily life events seemed more joyful for me. And I think, you know, just the fact that I was able to maintain, you know, my household responsibilities was a dramatic change. Being able to walk the dog, you know, and just small things like that. But on a large scale, I feel like I'm capable now of working and going to school and balancing everything in a more normal sense, and still maintain that sense of well-being.
And through the years too, we've really been able to change your medications.
Very much so.
And the side effects that you had, because you were on medications that contributed to weight gain.
Yes.
And other side effects that you struggled with. And we've not only been able to simplify your medications, you're on less, but also get you on a medication regimen that doesn't cause the side effects.
Exactly. And also the quantity of medications has gone down.
Vastly.
Yes.
Vastly reduced. What about your husband, Rich? What's been his observations?
I believe he sees the person that he first met 27 years ago, back to being happy and joyful and excited about life, making future plans for travel, making future plans for fun activities, you know, going on trips, going, you know, on an outing, taking the dog to the park, you know, just joyful things, and we're enjoying each other's company. And I think he is extremely happy that TMS came into my life to give me the ability to be able to cope with things. Things are not as overwhelming as they used to be. You know, I'm able to manage my emotions. I'm able to manage, you know, doesn't mean I don't have a bad day every now and again, which I had to really get used to the fact that everybody has a bad day, but, you know, it doesn't last for years.
Or weeks.
Yeah.
Is there anything, as you look back, that TMS hasn't done to help your mood get better?
I would have to say the only challenge that I have currently, which is just a very small challenge, is my sleep. I'm one of those individuals that requires 8 hours of sleep if possible. That's what I've learned works well for me. And the TMS has been helpful for the mood effect, But as far as the sleep, I still have a couple challenges with that. So I would say that would be the only thing that, and of course it's been 3 years, so this has just been a recent occurrence in the last 3 months. So it's not a long-term problem. But no, I would have to say there's nothing that TMS has given me my life back. I feel like this is a brand new chapter. And in some ways I feel, like I'm 14 again, and able to just, have a new experience in life.
As you look back to, Lisa, is there anything that you would say to anybody who is looking at TMS and, is just not sure about, is this the next step for them? Is there any thoughts that you would have in words of reflection to them as they're considering their treatment options?
For an individual who suffered from depression as I did, everything was so hard. Every task was hard. Washing dishes was hard. Keeping house was hard. Going to the grocery store was monumental. If you're having difficulty in small tasks like that, or just having a sense of gloom and doom and that feeling that is persistent, overhanging, and especially if medication is not serving the purpose to make you feel better, I would highly recommend trying TMS. It changed, and within 2 weeks of treatment, I started feeling the effects of TMS, and I started feeling lighter and brighter and more hopeful and less anxious.
What about from the cost perspective? That's a challenge. As insurance is covering more, but there's still some insurance companies that don't recognize the benefit of the TMS. Any thoughts as you look back, any regrets about spending the money for it?
Absolutely not. I had made a decision about this time last year that if it cost twice the amount of money and was twice as long a treatment, I would do it all over again. There's not a hesitation that I had. I was out of options. I had done many things to try to help the depression and seen many doctors, been on many medications, and nothing worked. The TMS brought me to a higher level of well-being, and this is the way I imagined that I could live.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And it's really, looking back and how you and I've known each other through the years. What's been so exciting for us is just to see how you've been able to take charge of your life and to be able to pursue your dreams.
Yes.
Finishing your degree, going into a profession, being able to do things. You've even talked about writing a book.
Yes.
To follow your dreams, that your mood is no longer defining you or preventing you from doing the things that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's been so rewarding for us to see. You're now taking charge.
Yes. The name of my book will be called Vertical, because I used to live horizontal when I was depressed, and so the name of my book will be Vertical, and living vertical. And every day that I can be out there, encountering different things each day, new challenges, new ways of doing things. It's just like every day is like Christmas morning, it compared to how it used to be. It's exciting. It's been an exciting journey.